Hell's Angels or the Mongols? Which motorcycle club is bigger and more outlaw? Yeah, when I saw this article by SlashGear, I said, you know what? I have to address it. Now, we have these popping up everywhere on every kind of media where they're doing stories about MCs, and it seems like they're just picking their facts right out of thin air. Unbelievable. Coming up. It always seems like these media organizations want to stir some stuff up. And it's because they know that this subject is a pretty good niche to try to tap into. That is why you see a lot of legacy media, alt tech media, and pure garbage come out with keywords that say biker news into them because it gets them a lot of views. Now, I have to say, yes, that, gore sells, man. Drama sells. People want to see that kind of stuff. Well, fine. If it's in a news sense, it is what it is. But when it comes to just writing articles that you pull facts that might be here and there and then try to make it sensational, then you're just grasping for the clicks. Now, the story I'm talking about is this one right here out of SlashGear. Hell's Angels versus Mongols biker gang. What does that say right there? Well, for those that are in the biker community and know about MCs, they're thinking just from that there's some kind of beef going on, that somebody got shot, something like that. Then it goes into which motorcycle club is bigger. Now, this is by Tom Clark, which I'm going to bring up his profile here. And he began podcasting in 2014, mixing his own audio, familiarizing himself with all aspects of audio production. Great, good stuff. He began working in social media marketing, which basically this is what this kind of story is about: social media marketing, because they know, because Slash Gear is about tech, cars. It's basically everything, but the tech and cars, and they do motorcycle stuff. So this is going to draw people to their website with a headline like that. Then it basically his experience is specializing in op-ed pieces, breaking news, and content editing. Op-ed pieces. Basically saying, well, my opinion means something, even though I have no experience whatsoever in this type of niche, doesn't probably know any bikers, but he is given opinions on it. He also claims he's an old school tech head, I guess, with gaming and all that kind of stuff. Now, Slash Gear, and I want you to pay attention to this, Slash Gear's editorial policies, where hopefully, some people reach out and say, man, this article is way off base and it's nothing but clickbait. It hails from a group of experienced technology and automotive editors. So, why is automotive editors not talking about freaking Camaros and Mustangs, instead trying to talk about a subject they have no idea about? They claim that they conduct regular views to see accuracy, timeliness, completeness of their articles. So if you're doing that, the first thing I would suggest is looking over this one by Tom Clark. Now, he might be good at what he does in audio and, tech advisement. But when it comes to motorcycle clubs, he has no clue whatsoever. Now, if you look at this article, it is only, let's see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 paragraphs or something like that. 7 paragraphs to try to push on people which motorcycle club is bigger. And again, this is an editorial, I'm guessing, but here is the headline out of all of them. See, there's all kinds of keywords within this article to pop it in the search engines. Outlaw motorcycle gangs are among the most infamous criminal enterprises and have been for nearly 100 years. One of the most prominent clubs, frequently covered for their violent actions, are the Hells Angels. And then they know ever since the 60s and 70s, all the movies that were put out with about them, the coverage that they got, it was a pretty tumultuous time back then. But then they go straight to the Department of Justice 2023 report, and they don't know this, where they say they have around 2,500 members in 230 chapters. They don't know that at all. Nobody can tell you that. But it's reprinted. And then other countries in the world, and it claims in the US alone, they have an estimated 92 chapters with over 800 members. Those numbers make the Hells Angels the largest motorcycle club in California. My question is, Outlaw Motorcycle Club, now that changed from Outlaw Motorcycle Gang. See what I'm talking about? The keywords in here, that draws you to their website. Then they go to the Mongols. They're reported to be the 5th largest biker gang, indeed much smaller than the Hells Angels. Then they give numbers with that. I would say that was completely wrong right there as far as being the 5th largest. That's stupid. Then it goes into the secretive nature. Online reports that state which online reports. I wish you guys would put sources, or at least put where you're getting this stuff from online. Yeah, it's online. It must be believable. Yeah, get out of here. Then it goes on, the international expansion muddies the waters, blah, blah, blah stuff. So basically, what he is using over and over again to draw you into some schmuck stuff like this is nothing but keywords. And then all they're doing, this ain't even an op ed. This is just nothing but pulling stats from different places that are notorious for being overrated and wrong into this type of stuff. Then it goes into the legacy. Then, of course, they got to give the history. Every one of them do this. Then they're trying to, well, since the Hells Angels were established in 48 and the Mongols in 69, that means that the Hells Angels have a bigger start. And then that's it. It goes into they're engaged in some violent confrontations over the years, are both heavily involved. That's the thing. You do not put in there that it's only individual members. This ain't charter. This ain't the whole club. The Hells Angels ain't even structured like that. But you don't mention that. That is what upsets a lot of us that do cover this stuff, is because we actually put our citations in there. You bring up Black Biscuit, 16 indicted members. That's 16. How many you're claiming that the Hells Angels are made up of. So that is all they put in this little article to get you to go there. And SlashGear does this all the time with talking about clubs. They come up with the stupidest stuff, man, when it comes to the club coverage. But I just had to talk about it because you have to start seeing what they're doing. 7 years ago, you wouldn't see them in this kind of niche. Now they're like, man, this gets clicks. We get these bikers who are into automotive over to our site. But they're blowing smoke at you. Again, if you're going to write articles, write a damn article. Put some big facts in there. Show both sides of the story. And that's what I hate, man. They never give both sides of anything. And they wonder why clubs will not talk to them. That's my take. Let me know what you guys think in the comments section. Don't forget to go over to Throttle Wire. Every Tuesday and Thursday, we got a video out over there. Nothing but motorcyclism, man. And yes, we concentrate on motorcycles over there in the motorcycle lifestyle /gear. We do not throw articles like that to get people to watch. It's a newer channel. Go over there, check it out. Check out Throttle Radio over on YouTube. Oh, nothing but biker music over there, baby. We'll catch you later. Rock on.
Welcome to 1990 Chicago, where trust is a trap and betrayal runs deep. The Betrayal Chronicles real-life book series by James Hollywood Machkari drags you into the middle of the biker underworld like never before. In Power and Betrayal, a kingpin rises and falls in a storm of drugs and deceit. Then Brotherhood and Betrayal throws you into a fight for loyalty where every choice bleeds. Get the Betrayal Chronicles series now with grit, guilt, and redemption on every page. Available on Amazon and everywhere books are sold.
Fire up your speakers for Throttle Radio, your 24/7 rock and metal station, delivering nonstop riffs and raw energy. Catch the Insanity Morning Show and more from the Insane Throttle Biker News family, plus the heaviest hits in rock and metal. Download the radio.net or online radio box apps on Google Play or the Apple App Store, or the new ThrottleRadio.com. Throttle Radio, where the road screams loud. Tune in now, 24/7 rock and metal.